Hello. This is Mustardketchupmayo 1000, and we're back with another installment of UFC fights and predictions. Kind of went on a hiatus, sort of, not really. I didn't make a video for the last two events, which were UFC Fight Night Belgrade with Medic versus Rodriguez, and UFC Fight Night at the Apex with Quinlan Selkild versus Gamrot. But I did really good in those two, and I'll be covering those really quickly. I'll be showing those in the video as well. But I did 12 and 14 in the Belgrade, which I was pretty proud of. And I wasn't able to track it because I didn't make a video. I didn't make a video, so the UFC Prediction Tracker channel wasn't able to cover me. But I would probably be on a win streak now, because in the next one, which was the Selkild versus Gamrot, I also went 10 and 12. So went really well, did really good. Hopefully the streak continues, and keep in mind, if I don't make a video, you can always check me out on Tapology. I always have my predictions, most up-to-date predictions on there. So if I don't make a video, go ahead and check that. But regardless, it's UFC 330, Makhachev versus Garry, or Machado Garry. Let's start with the first fight of the week, of the card, the Kernan Jerker, Jeremiah Wells versus Metabek Orobai. It's going to be Orobai submission round 2. I wanted to say round 1, but Orobai tends to play with his foot a little bit too much, and I think he's going to do just a submission round 2, maybe even a decision. But Jeremiah Wells has already been submitted. He lost to Carlston Harris, so it's not really looking too good for him. Orobai is going to walk through him really fast, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So, taking Metabek Orobai by submission round 2. Nothing much else to say for that one. Next fight, Neil Magny versus Rahamiz Brahimaj. I'm taking Brahimaj by decision. It's going to be a really good fight between the two. I understand why it's 50-50. Me personally, I think Brahimaj should be a little bit higher. Let me look at his odds right now. Yeah, I think he's still pick'ems, but I think he should be. He opened as pick'ems, actually. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's 50-50, but I think Brahimaj slightly edges out Neil Magny. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 now. I want to take Neil Magny. Something's telling me Brahimaj wins. I'm taking Brahimaj by decision. Yeah, I'm taking Brahimaj by decision. I think Neil Magny, yes, is good, very crafty. But something's telling me Brahimaj wins. I don't know what it is. Maybe because he's a younger guy. I don't know. Something's telling me he wins. Whether that be through KO, probably not. But I think he wins. Oh, well, possibly. His chin's been cracked twice. Against Carlos Prates and Michael Morales. But those are two KO artists. So, not crazy in the sense. Lost to Yaroslav Amosov, who's also really good. But Brahimaj was losing to Poliano Soriano. Punaheli Soriano and Temba Garimbo. I guess Temba Garimbo when he was at Fortis, but I don't know. This one's 50-50. I'm taking Brahimaj's decision. Something's telling me to lean him. I'm going to lean with him. So, yeah. Next fight. Rafael Tobias versus Lucas Fernando. I'm taking Lucas Fernando by KO round 1. Tobias looks terrible, dude. He looked decent on Dana White Contender Series, but then he loses to DR Nergazay, and it's just like, what are you doing losing to DR Nergazay? So, I think it's Fernando. His loss in the regional scene was to Azamet Bekoev. We kind of know how Bekoev is now, but I'm taking him just because he looked really good, and he's been looking pretty good in the LFA. I picked him a couple times when they have an LFA event and he's in it. So Lucas Fernando, KO, round 1. Potentially round 2, but we'll see. Next fight, Vicente Luque versus Tresean Gore. I'm taking Tresean Gore by submission round 2. I don't understand why Luque is being picked this much on Tapology. I think he should be. I think Tresean Gore. Well, I don't know if these odds are true, but he opened up at some minus 135. Excuse me. I think he should be like minus 200, maybe minus 250 against Luque. Luque is just old. And his win against Kevin Gastelum isn't necessarily crazy. It's kind of expected, in my opinion. Maybe in hindsight, but expected. But his losses are against people who are very fast and very brutal. Joel Alvarez, brutal guy. Joaquin Buckley, brutal guy. Kevin Holland, kind of brutal guy, not really. And his wins are against people who are like very not disciplined. Tresean Gore, very disciplined. He's coming back from a 2-loss streak, and he was almost about to get cut until he beat Bekoev. So I think he has a really good chance of winning, definitely by submission. I don't think he wins by decision at all. And I think he puts Luque I hope he doesn't put Luque to sleep, but I think he's going to put Luque to sleep, or he goes to a decision, but we'll see. I'm taking him by submission round 2, however. But yeah, I think Luque doesn't really have a good chance here. The younger guy, hungrier guy. So we'll see. Next fight, Dante Johnson versus Eric Makhachev. Taking Dante Johnson by KO round 1. Dante Johnson looking good. He's been holding very well. He's been holding on very well. Going to split decision with Brundage, still kind of crazy. But aside from that, he still looks really good. Eric Makhachev going on that win-loss type of situation. I think he's going to go on back on that loss train. Taking him by KO round 1, as in Johnson. Not much else to say about this one. I don't think Makhachev is going to really look good in this one. But yeah. Surprised he's still in there in the UFC. So, interesting. Hello, I just want to chime in real quick. I know there was a change in the card where it's Charles Johnson versus Eduardo Chapolin. I actually really like Eduardo Chapolin, but I will have to say that I'm going with Charles Johnson on this one. Just because it's a short notice fight. I do think Chapolin goes pretty far in the UFC. I think he goes like at least outside of the top 15. Similar to where Charles Johnson is, but I think just because of the short notice like aspect of this fight, I think Charles Johnson will win. I'm taking Charles Johnson by decision in this fight, but I think it's gonna be a split decision in my honest opinion. But yeah, back to the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Next fight, Chidi Njokuani versus Joel Alvarez. I'm taking Joel Alvarez KO round 1. Potentially submission. I think KO is more likely. Nothing much else to say about this one. Joel Alvarez on his run. Aside from the fact that he lost to Yaroslav Almasov is really good. So that's not really something to beat yourself up about. Chidi Njokuani, pretty old now. But he does good to some degree. But yeah, I think he's just kind of sitting along. So I'm taking Joel Alvarez by KO round 1. Next fight, Edson Barbosa. Edson Barbosa versus Esteban Ribovics. Taking Esteban Ribovics KO round 1. I hate to say it, man. He's just, ever since the Sadiq Youssef fight, Edson's just not there no more. Esteban kind of needs a tune-up. This is his tune-up. So yeah, it's gonna be KO round 1 for Esteban Ribovics. Nothing much else to say about that one. I don't think Barbosa has any chance, in my opinion. Next fight. Oh, and there's another fight that's just like that. Mansour Abdul Malik versus Dustin Stolfitz. I'm taking Abdul Malik KO round 1. This is a tune-up for him just because he lost to Yusuri Belgori. Understandably so. I don't know why Dustin Stolfitz is still in the UFC. He's not good at all. But I think Mansour Abdul Malik has his KO round 1 right here. Maybe even round 2. I think round 1. I just realized we're in the main card. Yeah, Esteban Ribovics is in the main card. So round 1. Abdul Malik, yeah, KO round 1. Nothing much else to say for his still foots. He's not good. Next fight. Jalen Turner versus Joao Fernandez. Taking Joao Fernandez by decision. Actually, I'm taking him by decision. I want to pick Jalen Turner just because he's a scary guy as well. I don't see Jalen Turner winning. However, Joao Fernandez is a scary dude. Jalen Turner has shown to us plenty of times how much he's not as dedicated, I guess is the word, for the UFC. And I think that's really telling. So I think Joao Fernandez wins this one by decision, potentially KO, just because it's really just like win or lose for this guy, or for Jalen Turner. But I don't think that should really deter Jalen Turner. Joao Fernandez looks really promising, and I think he's going to go really far. Potentially, it's lightweight. I don't know, top 15, but definitely going to be outside of the top 15, in my opinion. So, yeah. Co-main event for the UFC Strawweight Championship. Mackenzie Dern versus Jillian Robinson. I was going for originally Jillian Robertson. I think Mackenzie Dern still has it. Her BJJ, I think, is just a little bit better than Robertson. So I'm taking Mackenzie Dern by decision. Definitely not submission per se, because they're both pretty good defensively, so BJJ wise. But I think the decision would definitely play out best for Mackenzie Dern. I think Jillian Robertson really needs to submit Mackenzie Dern to really win this one, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm taking Mackenzie Dern. She looks really good. She looks very promising. Don't see her losing anytime soon, surprisingly, even though she lost to Amanda Lemos and Jessica Andrade somehow. Yeah, I don't know who really beats her anytime soon, unless there's somebody that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. But yeah, taking Mackenzie Dern by decision. Next fight, and the final main event, or the final fight on the main card, the main event. Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado Garry. I'm taking Machado Garry by decision. Islam I think this is just one of those fights where Ian is just really good. Ian's really good. I think he is significantly more dominant than people are making him out to be. And because of that, I think he can realistically win this one by a split decision. I mean, this fight is going to the distance regardless. I don't think anybody's doubting that. But I think for certain, in my opinion, it's going to be a Ian Machado Garry decision. Just because Islam's also planning or already looking to retire. I don't know. There's just signs that I'm seeing that Machado Garry's coming up to the win, or to the plate to win. He's like there. They need this is a Ireland versus Russian or Dagestan fight. Ian Garry, well, yes, he doesn't look, or people don't necessarily like him. I think this is a pretty good matchup for him, where he can really show how good he is. Islam has been having a fraudulent run at lightweight. I mean, look, Dustin Poirier. Come on. Moicano. Come on. JDM. I think I said lightweight. I mean, just a fraudulent run in general. All these wins. Realistically, I think everybody already knew who was going to win. JDM might have been the only one where it was like, okay, maybe he could lose, but I think JDM has since been exposed to some degree. Ian Garry looks really good. I think he has a really good chance of winning, and I think it's going to be his toughest. I think it's going to be Islam's toughest match or fight yet. Definitely compared to Volkanovski. This is going to be definitely his hardest fight. And I think Machado Garry is definitely going to be able to capitalize off anything, whether that be the wrestling and definitely the better striking, in my opinion. And that's not saying much, but yeah. So yeah, I'm taking Eden Machado. Yeah, I'm taking Ian Machado Garry by decision. But yeah, that's all the fights. That's all the picks I had for today. Thank you for watching. This is Mustard Ketchup Mayo 1000, and goodbye.